Everybody, all right, take those final seats and stand clear of the closing doors, please. Bing bong. Alrighty, well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Wild Asia Monorail. My name is Grayson. I'm going to be your guide and driver for today. Now, first things first, everybody, I want to make sure that we have a nice and safe trip, so please listen to the following instructions. Rule number 1. Most important rule is going to be rule number 1. Please remember to remain seated for the entirety of the trip. You guys, this is not only for your safety, but it's also for the safety of the animals. So if we remain seated, they will remain safe. Rule number 2, if you guys are using any phones or cameras, that's great. Just make sure to leave them inside of the car. And rule number 3, you guys, let's make sure that we are not eating, drinking, screaming, or yelling at any of these animals. Now, first off here, you guys, we can see those kind of orange-colored deer right in the middle of the meadow. Those are the Barasinga deer. Now, the word Barasinga is actually Hindi, and it stands for 12 times. That's referring to how many points you can see on top of their antlers. Up to 14 individual points. Coming up next, we can see these kind of white-colored deer over here on the right-hand side. Those are the Bactrian deer. Now, the Bactrian deer are native to Afghanistan. However, they have not been seen in the wilds of Afghanistan for almost 40 years. While this is very sad, researchers from WCS, that's the Wildlife Conservation Society, did actually go to Afghanistan to do their own research. What they found was that there is evidence the Bactrian deer do exist in the wild. They're just really hard to find. You guys, it's almost like playing the biggest game of hide-and-go-seek you've ever played. Except for we're not playing for fun. We're playing for conservation. You guys, conservation is the name of the game here at the Bronx Zoo, and I am so excited to share with you all these beautiful animals and what they have to do with conservation. Now, guys, that could not be any better stated than with the next animal. Coming up next, you guys, we are about to see the last true wild horses left in the world today. Now, horses that you may think of as wild here in North America are not actually wild. They are feral, domesticated horses. That means horses that have escaped from barns and ranches and over time lost that domestication, becoming feral. However, these horses you can see in front of you have never been domesticated. They are truly wild. Guys, those are the Mongolian wild horses. They're also known as the Przewalski's horse. Now you can see they look a lot different from your average North American horse. First off, they're a lot shorter. They're also a lot stockier, and they don't have those bangs or manes that look like bangs in front of their eyes. You can see their manes are more like mohawks. So you could say they are genetically rock and roll. Now, guys, that's not the only rock and roll thing about those horses. They survived extinction. That's right, folks. Back in 1969, the wild Mongolian horse was officially declared extinct in the wild. That's right, the only place where you could find those beautiful animals was in captivity. However, realizing what a horrible threat this was to the species, zoos around the world, including the Bronx Zoo, started a breeding program. Now, this breeding program led to a lot of success, and in the 1990s, those were the first horses to be returned to the wild. Now, when I say first, it almost makes it sound like there were others after it, but you guys, those are the only horses that have ever been returned to the wild to this day. Now, it's hard to say exactly how many of them are left in the world today, but our research suggests the number's around 1,500 to 2,000 Mongolian wild horses, which does get them out of extinction. However, they are still an endangered species. Coming up next, you guys, we are looking for another endangered species, except for they are much larger. You guys, we are looking for our Gaur. There they are. Now, you guys, the Gaur are the largest bovine creatures in the world. Now, they can grow up to be about 6 feet tall at the shoulder They can also weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Now guys, this does come with its very own unique set of challenges, like when it comes time for shifting. Shifting is when the animals go from their daytime habitats, which we can see in front of us here, into their overnight habitat, which is in the far right-hand corner. So let me ask you guys, if it was your job to make sure these animals went to bed every night and woke up every morning, how would you do it? How would you get a 2,000-pound animal to start following you? Does anyone have any ideas? You can just yell it out. Carefully, yes. Absolutely, very carefully. But how do you normally get an animal to follow you? Food. That is exactly right, you guys. Food. I mean, you don't become 2,000 pounds because you're picky. Now, guys, they do have their favorites. Some of them will move for fruits and vegetables, while others will move for grains and hay. Now, at the end of the day, you guys, that's mostly for moving individuals. You know, the stragglers that have been left behind. But they actually do have a matriarch, which will get the entire herd to start moving as one. That's right, folks, there is no alpha male inside those cow herds. Only an alpha female, known as the matriarch or the queen. And guys, even though they are massive animals, they still have predators in the wild. And coming up next, we are hopefully, cross your fingers, about to see the apex predator of Eastern Russia, China, and the Korean Peninsula, weighing in at around 250 to 350 pounds on average. They have a bite force strength of 1,000 pounds per square inch. Sound dampening paws with 4-inch retractable claws and a tongue so rough it can strip the flesh from bones. Guys, we are looking for the Amur tiger. Now guys, keep your eyes peeled because Anakin, that's his name, he can jump out of the bushes anywhere. On these really hot days, you guys, Anakin will keep reserving his energy by staying really cool inside these bushes. So just keep your eyes peeled, you never know. Did anybody bring any cat toys? All right, well, even though we didn't see any tigers today, you guys, we can definitely go see some around the zoo. If you guys head on over to Tiger Mountain, that's where you can find 3 other tigers. Now coming up next, you guys, this is the back of Conha Meadow, where we saw all of those deer earlier. Now we're looking for the antelope. Right back there in the middle of the meadow, you can see those antelope with the tan backs and the white bellies. Right in the middle there, I guess middle right-hand corner, those are the black buck antelope. They have those tan backs and the white bellies. Now, the male actually does have a black back and these really amazing spiral horns. Now, let's see if we can find anything else. Yeah, that looks like it. Coming up next, you guys, we are looking for a very shy animal. So just one more reminder, you guys, please stay seated. Even if you cannot see the animal, we still gotta stay seated. You guys, we are now looking for the Barbarossa. Now the Barbarossa is a type of wild hog. In this first enclosure, we're looking for the male. There he is. His name is Kenneth. There he is. Look straight through the trees there. Look at those tusks. You guys, those tusks will never stop growing. And in this enclosure, we're looking for the smaller male. His name is Sprout. And coming up next, you guys, we are about to see the biggest animal here at the Bronx Zoo. You guys, I'm talking about Patty, the Asian elephant. Elephants! Now, you guys, before I start talking about Asian elephants in general, I want to talk to you specifically about Patty. You guys, Patty has a choice every single day. she makes the constant decision to choose which enclosure she would like to be in. She can either choose this enclosure or a completely different enclosure that's also outside, with food, with water, with a swimming pool. So you guys, it is completely up to Patty if she wants to be seen by us or not. So it is an honor to see Patty today. And I think we should all whisper, "Thank you, Patty." Good job. Now guys, Asian elephants, they can grow up to be about 10,000 pounds. Oh.
Say hi, Patty. Hi, Patty.
All right, sorry about that, you guys. I had to answer a couple of things on the radio. Now, Asian elephants, they can grow up to be 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds, that means a lot of food. She can eat up to about 200 pounds of hay each day. Now, you guys, if you look to the next enclosure, you are going to see our greater one-horned rhinoceros. Her name is Callie, and she's munching down on some hay as well. Now guys, rhinos do not have very good eyesight, but what they lack in eyesight, they make up for with amazing hearing and an even better sense of smell. So even though she might not be able to see us very well, she can definitely hear us. Hi, Callie. Now guys, rhinos, as you can see, she's covered head to toe in all of that mud. You guys, this mud is cured by the mud wallows over here on the right-hand side. Now guys, these mud wallows are actually built by the rhinos themselves. They'll use their horn and their massive feet to move and shift and dig into the earth until it's the size and depth that they prefer. Once that's been accomplished, then the keepers will come by and maintain it. But as to where it goes and how deep it is, that is completely up to the rhino herself. I know those mud wallows don't look very deep, but that will cover her entire body. Maybe just a little bit of her back will be sticking out. But she can literally submerge her entire head down there. Now, coming up next, you guys, we are going to see some more deer. We are looking for 5 different species of deer and another species of antelope. Before we get there, though, guys, I want to tell you a little story about what it's like to work with the deer. Sometimes everything goes exactly the way that you were hoping. And sometimes it really doesn't. And guys, one of the most uncertain times of the year is fawning season. Because in the wild, you don't want to admit or show off that you are slower prey just because you're carrying a large baby. So in the wild, the mothers have gotten really good at hiding it. Now obviously guys, our keepers, they plan for everything. But you cannot plan around when a baby is going to be born. That's up to Mother Nature. And why am I telling you this story? Well, because last Thursday, myself and everyone on my tour got to witness a live birth right inside of this enclosure. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen today. All I'm saying is keep your eyes peeled because we can keep our keepers informed. Now, guys, if you look here on top of the hill, you are going to see the hog deer. Now, the hog deer gets its name because of the way it acts. It acts less like a deer and more like a hog. Instead of running and leaping over things gracefully, it prefers to stay really low and close to the ground and creep and crawl along, kind of like a hog. Let's see, who else are we going to spot over here? Now guys, because it is so hot today, a lot of them are going to be in the way back there, as far back as you can go inside of the shade. You're going to see some of the nilgai antelopes back there as well. The nilgai have those really light tan-colored coats.
They're on the floor. Yeah.
Let's see. Over here on the right-hand side as well, you can see those really dark-colored deer. Those are the sambar deer, the largest deer species in Asia. Oh, and look, we can also see a couple of those nilgai antelope.
All the way back there.
You guys, look at those feet. They have a black and white stripe right at the very bottom of their feet, almost like a zebra. Now guys, bear with me here. We do have a red signal light in front of us, which means there is a train in the block ahead of us. So we are going to have to stop for just a second. You guys remember, this is still New York City. We still have traffic here at the zoo. I know. Now, oh, here we go. See, traffic doesn't last that long at the zoo.
Gotta sit down.
Now, you guys, the sambar deer are the largest deer species in Asia, but the largest deer species in the world is called the moose. Now, guys, in the very, very back left corner behind the rock, inside the leaves there, you can see that really, really dark, small deer way back there on the left. That is the tufted deer. Now guys, it's okay if you can't see him because they have amazing camouflage. I mean, just perfect. So, if you didn't see him, don't worry. That is naturally what they're supposed to look like. They're supposed to not be seen. Coming up next, you guys, we are now 35 feet above the Bronx River. Inside the Bronx River, you may see some fish. You may see some birds. You might even see the New York State reptile, the snapping turtle. Guys, these are all good signs of a healthy ecosystem. Normally, guys, the Bronx River does not look this dirty, but because of all the rain that's happened the past couple days, it has gotten really full and really muddy. Coming up next, you guys, my favorite animals at the Bronx Zoo. These are the markhor goat. Look at the trees there, guys. They are amazing at balancing.
Look at that.
Now, the first thing you're probably going to notice about the markhor are those beautiful spiral horns. You guys know spiral horns are not just used to defend themselves against any predators who may think that they're easy prey, but they're also used when it comes time to try to find a mate. You guys, the two males will rear back and slam those horns together. Whoever has the stronger set of horns will then get a chance with the female. But you guys, the female markhor, they don't just want a guy who's strong. Oh no, they want a guy who can dance. So the males will do a little dance to attract the females. But how do you dance if you're a goat? Well, the males will stick their tongue straight out and waggle it all around in her face. Now to us, that is pretty rude. But to the female markhor, he is the whole package. Coming up next, you guys, we are now looking at the star of the Bronx Zoo. This is Linus, the red panda. Now guys, there are two different types of red pandas in the world. There's the Himalayan red panda and the Chinese red panda. But how do you tell which is which? Well, it all comes down to the coloration of the face. If they have more of a white colored face, especially around the cheeks, on the snout and under the chin, that is a Himalayan red panda. But if it's more of an orangish, reddish color all throughout, that's a Chinese red panda. So did anybody get a good look at the colors on Linus's face? Yeah, what colors were they? They were white. Yes, exactly. They were white. So that makes him a Himalayan red panda. Yeah, a Himalayan red panda. Because remember, the Chinese red panda, they have more red coloring on their face, except for the eyes, you guys. The eyes are always going to be that white circle around them. Really, really cool. And with that, everybody, we have seen so many beautiful animals today, both big and small, living in these happy and healthy environments. And I hope you've gotten just a small glimpse into what it takes to take care of wildlife and wild places, not just here at the Bronx Zoo, but around the world. Now stick with me here, folks. We do have a train directly ahead of us, so we are going to have to stop the train just one more time. But don't worry, you guys, this really shouldn't take that long. I'm thinking about 35, 40 minutes at the max.
He's joking.
Oh, is that not okay? All right, okay. Look, you guys, I'll pull some strings, but just for you, okay? I only do this for the people I really like. So don't go around telling everybody at the zoo that you didn't have to wait 45 minutes. Now, guys, in the meantime, it's okay. I can already hear you. Oh, no. What are we going to do? We're going to be so bored. It's okay. Because guess what? It's trivia time! All right. Question number 1. This is not a super hard question, but if you weren't listening, you're probably not going to get it right. Question number 1. What is the most numerous type of animal that we saw on our trip today? Was it A, deer, B, birds, or C, kangaroos? Yell it out. 1, 2, 3. Deer. So you guys were all listening. Oh, you guys are so good. Already way better than the last group. Question number 2. What is the Barbarossa? Is the Barbarossa A, a type of fish, B, a type of tiger, or C, a type of wild hog? Yell it out. 1, 2, 3. Wild hog. And you guys, this is the last question, okay? The most important question I could ask you. Who of these is important to saving wildlife and wild places? Is it A, monorail drivers named Grayson? B, all the people riding on the monorail? C, wildlife scientists and eco guards? Or D, all of the above? Yell it out. 1, 2, 3.
Grayson.
All of the above, you guys. It's going to take all of us. Every single animal you saw today, from the beautiful elephant to the amazing tiger to the herds of deer. Guys, they are all part of a much larger story. This is a story about care. This is a story about survival. But most importantly, guys, this is a story about conservation. And you being here today is an act of conservation. So thank you all so much for coming out. Have an amazing rest of your trip, and I hope to see you again on the Wild Asia Monorail. Bye, everybody.